Across the world, archaeologists have uncovered objects that don't just challenge what we know, they completely disrupt it. A wooden bird that may have flown thousands of years ago, medieval swords made with metal too pure for their time, giant stones cut with impossible precision, and a map that appears to show parts of the world before they were officially discovered. These discoveries shouldn't exist, but they do. Discovered in 1898 inside a tomb at Saqqara, Egypt, the Saqqara bird looks simple at first glance. It's carved from sycamore wood, about 14 centimeters long, dated to around 200 BCE. For decades it was labeled as just a decorative bird. But then someone noticed something strange. It doesn't look like a bird. It has no legs, no feather details, no natural curvature. Instead, it has straight wings, a vertical tail, and proportions strikingly similar to a modern glider. In the 1960s, Egyptian physician Khalil Messiha studied the artifact and proposed something controversial. It may have been a model aircraft. When modern replicas were built and tested, some versions were able to glide short distances when adjusted with a stabilizer. Mainstream archaeologists argue it was likely a symbolic object or toy. They point out it lacks a horizontal tail, crucial for stable flight. But the question remains, why does a 2,000-year-old wooden carving resemble aerodynamic design? Was it coincidence, experimentation, or evidence that ancient Egyptians understood principles of flight far earlier than we believe? Between the 9th and 11th centuries, more than 170 Viking swords were discovered across Europe, bearing the same inscription, plus VLF-BRHT. At first, historians assumed it was simply a blacksmith's signature, but modern metallurgical analysis revealed something far more puzzling. Many of these swords were made using steel with an unusually high carbon content, far purer and stronger than typical European metal of that era. In fact, the steel quality resembles crucible steel, a technology believed to have been mastered in parts of the Middle East and India, not medieval Scandinavia. During that period, European furnaces simply weren't capable of producing metal this refined. Even stranger, some Ulfberht swords are superior, while others are poor quality copies. It appears counterfeit versions circulated, suggesting the original blades were highly valued and widely recognized. So where did the technology come from? Were Viking traders importing advanced steel from distant regions? Or was there a forgotten metallurgical technique lost to history? Whatever the answer, these swords were centuries ahead of their time, and they challenged the idea that medieval Europe was technologically primitive. High above Cusco, Peru, lies the fortress of Sacsayhuamán, a structure so precise it almost looks machine-made. Some of the stones used in its construction weigh over 100 tons. They weren't held together with mortar, and yet the blocks fit so tightly together that not even a sheet of paper can slide between them. The angles are irregular, the shapes are complex. Each stone appears custom carved to interlock perfectly with the others. According to mainstream history, the Inca civilization built Sacsayhuamán in the 15th century using stone tools and human labor. But how were stones this massive transported uphill? How were they shaped with such accuracy without iron tools or modern machinery? Even earthquakes haven't destroyed it, while many later colonial buildings collapsed. Engineers today admit the precision is remarkable. Some researchers propose advanced understanding of stone shaping techniques. Others speculate about lost knowledge passed down from earlier civilizations. Whatever the truth, Sacsayhuamán forces us to reconsider what ancient builders were truly capable of. In 1929, while cataloging documents inside Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, historians rediscovered a fragment of a world map drawn in 1513 by Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis. At first glance, it shows parts of Europe, Africa, and South America, but researchers quickly noticed something controversial. The southern section of the map appears to depict a landmass resembling Antarctica, nearly 300 years before Antarctica was officially discovered in 1820. Even more debated is the claim that this landmass appears ice-free. Piri Reis wrote on the map that he compiled it using older source maps, some allegedly dating back to ancient times, but none of those earlier maps survive. Critics argue the Antarctica shape could simply be a distorted extension of South America. Others believe the resemblance is too specific to ignore. Was it coincidence, cartographic error, or evidence that earlier civilizations possessed advanced navigational knowledge long before the age of exploration? The mystery remains unresolved, and that uncertainty is exactly what makes it powerful. Maybe these discoveries have simple explanations. Maybe they don't. But what makes them powerful isn't conspiracy, it's the gaps, the missing tools, the unexplained precision, the knowledge that seems to appear too early. History isn't a straight line, it's fragments. And sometimes those fragments don't fit the story we've been told. So the real question isn't whether these objects shouldn't exist, it's how much of our past are we still missing? Tell me which one unsettled you the most.